Hey everybody, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. Hey, listen, once again, it's time for this Monday lesson. No, I didn't get to get the one out last week. Because I was, like I say, I was thinking of something I wanted to do, and I definitely wanted to do it here on the golf course. But before I get into the lesson, for all my top downers out there, I want you all to that's been loyal to me and top down is working for you. I really appreciate it, because something happened, and I want you, and I'm going to leave a description of this in the description, or I'm going to leave a post in the descriptions, so I want you all to read this. Well, I've made this argument over and over that the golf swing starts from the top down and not the ground up. And the only reason that they think it's from the ground up because they restrict the shoulder girdle and they're not using the movements of the shoulder girdle in a sense of whatever to trigger the body. A lot of times people don't even know that the shoulder girdle and the scapula and all that even have movements. And the way I argue it is that it's just like building a house and forgetting to put the roof on it and calling it complete. Well, the shoulder girdle controls the hands, the arms, and all the movements that we have to be able to create a swing. So when they're talking about from the ground up, and they use this point, and they've tried to argue with me, but I've stayed consistent saying, well, the data shows. Well, my degree is in psychology. And in psychology, you do a lot of research. And a lot of this research that you do, that if you can show that there are missing variables inside of something or whatever, then it'll completely throw your research off. And a lot of times, you have to start all over with certain things. Well, here's the problem that I had. I said, in when they were speaking that the golf swing from the ground up and the data shows it, and I said that there's a flaw in the data. And the reason I said that is because the shoulder girdle was not seen, as I said before, as a separate entity, from the body cavity. You all see me raise the arms and turn my hips and roll my feet, and my arms don't come down, but you see me make these movements with my arms, and then all of a sudden on my shoulder girdle, scap drop, and then all of a sudden the body reacts to it. Well, that's pretty much in all sports. But this gentleman from the biomechanics in one of these private groups that we do, he actually admitted to say that the science basically shows that they haven't studied the shoulder girdle as part of the kinetic chain and all these different things, and basically it's almost saying that it's you didn't see it as a separate entity from the body cavity in essence. Now, just because a lot of people may feel that they're doing it or something of that nature, but where I broke it down to upper body, middle body, and lower body, it makes a huge difference in a sense of how that happens. So definitely just take it back and read that, and you'll understand it. You speak about, something that they haven't even seen in Golf Digest, because nobody was really talking about it, because they only seen the body as upper body and lower body, and you all know how I define it, upper, middle, and lower. So definitely check that out. But now, let's get into this Monday lesson. Now, what I'm going to teach you today in this Monday lesson, I'm going to teach you how to practice your pre-shot routine and get some kind of sensation as if it's game time. So what most people do when they get on the golf course, even one of my Tour Pro friends, just went off to Corn Ferry School, first stage. And I told him something, in a message, I said, look, man, I said, the biggest thing you have to do is you got to work on your routine. I see so many of these young pros that come out here and they'll hit ball after ball, and they spend really no time working on their routine. And you got to work on your routine, because your routine is what builds it in. Even for your people out there that are beginners and just getting started, what I'm going to show you today is going to show you, in a sense, with your routine, how to get it ready for game time. Now, what we're going to do here is this, is that when I set up here and let's say I get ready to go through my routine, I can pick my target, do all this stuff. That's individual to you. You get to pick, do all that stuff. I got my ways of doing it. Of course, mine, ball location, setup, grip, takeaway, swing. So once I pick my target and I got everything the way that I want, I come in, I approach the ball, set it up there like the way that I want. I make my swing. Now, most people, when they're working on their routine, they would just grab another ball just like this, then walk back here, get back here and do it again. Well, when you playing on the golf course and you hit a ball, whether you're in a cart or you're walking, it takes you a certain amount of time to get to the ball. So what I do is I do it like this. I say, hit the ball, and once you hit it, I don't care if you hit it good or hit it bad, because on the golf course, once you hit it, unless you hit it out of bounds or whatever, you don't hit it just one after the other. So what you do is you take your time, in other words, get your clock out. We all got clocks and stuff now, and time yourself for 1 minute. Give yourself 1 minute before you hit the next ball. So you take your time, and that's going to emulate as if you're in the cart or you're driving to your ball, you're walking to your ball. It's going to emulate that action. So what it does, it gives you a chance to pause in between your shots to get that feel, recover, if you need to think about what it is that you've done, or think about, whatever you need to think about. That's your thinking box when you're there. And so when you get to about, I'd say, over the 1 minute, then all of a sudden you start getting to that relaxed mode, to where all of a sudden, setting up again, you're going through your routine, ball location, set up grip, take away swing, getting everything set up. You hit another shot, take a minute in between, and go do that. Now you do that for 20 balls. And and when you do it for 20 balls, I kind of break it down like this. That's basically for like 9 holes. Because let's just say you're playing a par 70. And let's say you shoot even par on a par 70. And let's say you have 30 putts. So if you got 30 putts, then that basically means that you're going to have 40 shots. So what I want you to do is that if you want to play it like it's 18 holes, what you do is break it down into 20 shots, and that's your front 9, and then break it down to 20 more shots, that's your back 9. And try to get that practice mode or that routine, to build your routine, to get it in a game time situation where you've got that pause in between, and just start doing that, doing it over and over. So it doesn't matter if you scrape one across the ground, pop one up, in a sense, it doesn't matter. Take that moment, that minute, give it 1 minute. Some of you might get to the point where you might want to take 2 minutes. You do it. It's individual to you. As long as you take that pause in between, and make sure you keep that pause consistently. If you choose 2 minutes from the beginning, do 2 minutes all the way throughout the whole 20 balls or the whole 40 balls. Or, because if you switch on the backside, you might just want to do it for a minute, whatever. But make sure, whatever the 20 ball sessions that you hit, make sure that you keep the time in between consistent. And that's going to help you build a rhythm, a flow to the way that you do your game. So people, I've used that for quite some time. I like it a lot. I turned some guys onto it. They've had some success with it. Hey, I want you all to keep on making those 100 swings. Keep working on your swing. Remember the top down. Remember how the nose gets out of the way so you can clear and get through there. Keep on doing these things, baby, because I'm telling you right now, once you read what I'm gonna put in the description there, you're gonna find out, top down is coming. Because there is no way, and you all have seen it because you commented to me about it myself, there's no way that when we are seekers of information, especially in this game of golf, we are as seekers of information, there's no way that I can hit that ball like I do and do all the different things that I do, and I talk totally different, and I know that I'm doing something different. I can prove that I'm doing something different. In essence, people want me, well, where's your data? Well, I own that, and I don't give that away. You got to pay for that, just like everybody else. You got to pay for my information. I don't give it away freely of how I discovered this. I'm breaking some stuff down to you, but that meat and potatoes or whatever that really gets you there, no, that's not free. I got to make a living. I got a family to take care of as well. So, but keep paying attention. Because like I said, top down is here to stay, baby, and it ain't going nowhere. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I mean a huge thumbs up. You know, I'm so happy to be out here giving you this Monday lesson. I'm so glad that I'm starting to get all those subscribers. Like I said, I'm trying to get up to 5,000 before the end of the year, and right now it looks like I might be on my way. So keep on smiling. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And always remember, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, always good golfing.